In a world where poetry held the power to shape destinies, what drove Al-Khansa to transform her profound personal grief into verses that would echo through the ages? We will check out the same in today's video. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel, Naseeha Studio. In today's video, we will be talking about the story of Tamadur bint Amr ibn Shareef, also known as Al-Khansa. In the vast expanse of the Arabian desert, where the harsh winds shape both the landscape and the people who inhabit it, there lived a woman whose words became immortal. Al-Khansa, born as Tamadur bint Amr ibn ibn al-Shareef, emerged as one of the most poignant and powerful voices in Arabic literature. Her poetry, filled with raw emotion and unyielding strength, captured the essence of a time when the desert tribes were embroiled in endless conflicts and life was marked by both beauty and brutality. Al-Khansa's story begins in the late 6th century, a period of pre-Islamic Arabia known for its rich oral traditions and tribal affiliations. She hailed from the noble tribe of Banu Sulaym, renowned for its warriors and poets. In this world, where honor and reputation were fiercely protected, poetry was not just an art form, but a means of asserting one's place in society. It was a tool for negotiation, a weapon in disputes, and a legacy for future generations. As a young girl, Al-Khansa was surrounded by this vibrant tradition of storytelling and verse. Her father, Amr ibn al-Harith, was a respected chieftain, and her family was steeped in the culture of eloquence and bravery. From an early age, Al-Khansa showed an extraordinary aptitude for poetry, a gift that would later define her life and legacy. Yet, it was not merely her talent that set her apart. It was the depth of her experiences and emotions that infused her poetry with unparalleled intensity. Al-Khansa's life was marked by profound personal loss as she witnessed the deaths of her beloved brothers, Muawiyah and Sakhr, in tribal conflicts. This devastating grief became the catalyst for her most famous works, as she transformed her sorrow into hauntingly beautiful elegies that echoed across the Arabian Peninsula. Al-Khansa's poetry captured the attention of both her contemporaries and future generations. Her ability to articulate the complexities of love, loss, and resilience resonated with audiences beyond her tribe, earning her a place among the greatest poets of her time. Her legacy would endure, not only as a testament to her talent, but also as a symbol of the enduring power of words to transcend time and cultural boundaries. What drove Al-Khansa to transform her profound personal grief into verses that would echo through the ages? This question invites us to delve into the life of a woman who, through the strength of her poetry, found a way to voice the inexpressible and to leave an indelible mark on history. The early life of Al-Khansa. In the arid landscapes of Najd, a central region of the Arabian Peninsula, Al-Khansa was born into the Banu Sulaym tribe around the late 6th century CE. Her birth name was Tamadur bint Amr ibn ibn al-Shareef, and she grew up in a time when tribal loyalty and the power of poetry shaped the cultural and social dynamics of the Arabian desert. The Banu Sulaym tribe, known for its valor and strong poetic traditions, was a formidable presence in the region. Poetry in this era was more than a literary pursuit. It was the primary medium of cultural expression and historical record, serving as both entertainment and a tool for negotiation and diplomacy. Within this context, Al-Khansa was nurtured in an environment that valued eloquence, wit, and the art of the spoken word. From a young age, Al-Khansa displayed an exceptional aptitude for poetry. Her intelligence and linguistic talent set her apart from her peers, earning her admiration within her tribe. She was fortunate to grow up in a family that valued intellectual pursuits and encouraged her to develop her poetic skills. Her father, Amr ibn al-Harith, was a prominent figure in the tribe, known for his wisdom and leadership. Under his guidance, Al-Khansa honed her ability to articulate her thoughts and emotions through verse. Al-Khansa's upbringing was steeped in the rich oral traditions of pre-Islamic Arabia, where poets were revered as the chroniclers of their people's history and the custodians of their cultural legacy. The young Tamadur was influenced by the works of celebrated poets of the time, and she absorbed the rhythmic cadences and intricate wordplay that characterized the poetry of the Arabian Peninsula. Despite living in a patriarchal society where women's voices were often marginalized, Al-Khansa's talents could not be ignored. Her family recognized her potential and allowed her to participate in gatherings where poetry was recited and celebrated. These gatherings, known as souks, were cultural hubs where poets competed in verbal duels and exchanged verses, showcasing their linguistic prowess and creativity. It was during this formative period that Al-Khansa began to craft her own poetic identity, blending the traditional themes of love, loss, and valor with her unique perspective as a woman navigating the complexities of her world. Her early poems reflected her keen observations of human emotions and her ability to express them with clarity and precision. As Al-Khansa matured, she became increasingly aware of the power of her words to influence and inspire those around her. Her poetry was not only a means of personal expression, but also a way to connect with others and assert her place within the tribal hierarchy. In a society where reputation and honor were paramount, Al-Khansa's eloquence and emotional depth earned her a reputation as one of the most gifted poets of her generation. Her early life laid the foundation for the remarkable career that would follow, as Al-Khansa emerged as a poet whose voice resonated far beyond the boundaries of her tribe. Her journey from a young girl with a passion for words to a legendary poetess whose works would endure for centuries is a testament to her resilience and extraordinary talent. A life marked by tragedy. Al-Khansa's life, while filled with the beauty of poetic expression, was also deeply marked by personal tragedy that profoundly influenced her work. The most significant events that shaped her poetry were the deaths of her beloved brothers, Muawiyah and Sakhr, whose loss left an indelible impact on her heart and soul. The death of Muawiyah. The first tragedy struck when Al-Khansa's brother Muawiyah was killed in a tribal conflict. In pre-Islamic Arabia, intertribal warfare was common, and Muawiyah, known for his bravery and fighting skills, was a respected warrior in their tribe. His death was a devastating blow to Al-Khansa, as he was not only her brother but also a source of pride and strength for their family. Muawiyah's death was a poignant reminder of the harsh realities of tribal life, where honor and valor often came at the cost of bloodshed and loss. Al-Khansa's grief was profound, and she channeled her emotions into her poetry, creating elegies that captured the pain of losing a cherished sibling and the void left in his absence. Her verses mourned not only the man, but also the ideals he embodied: courage, loyalty, and honor. The loss of Sakhr. The grief from Muawiyah's death was compounded by the subsequent loss of Al-Khansa's other brother, Sakhr. Unlike Muawiyah, Sakhr was not a warrior, but a charismatic and compassionate leader who played a crucial role in maintaining peace and unity within their tribe. He was beloved not only by his family, but by the entire tribe for his wisdom and kindness. Sakhr's death was particularly heart-wrenching for Al-Khansa, as he had been a constant support and confidant throughout her life. His passing left her in a state of profound sorrow, and her poetry became a powerful testament to her grief. In her elegies for Sakhr, Al-Khansa articulated the depth of her love and the pain of her loss with unparalleled emotional intensity. Her poems about Sakhr are considered some of the most moving pieces in Arabic literature. Through her words, Al-Khansa expressed the universal themes of loss, longing, and the struggle to find meaning in the face of overwhelming grief. Her poetry resonated with audiences beyond her tribe, as she captured the essence of human emotion in a way that transcended cultural and temporal boundaries, a legacy of elegy. The tragedies that befell Al-Khansa became the cornerstone of her poetic legacy. Her elegies, known as Martyrs, are celebrated for their poignant exploration of love and loss, and they have been praised for their emotional depth and linguistic beauty. Her ability to transform personal sorrow into universal expressions of grief earned her the admiration of her contemporaries and solidified her place in the pantheon of great poets. Al-Khansa's poetry not only immortalized her brothers, but also served as a reflection of the human experience in a time of great change and upheaval. Her work captured the fragility of life and the enduring power of memory, offering solace and understanding to those who, like her, had endured the pain of loss. Through her words, Al-Khansa transcended the boundaries of her own grief, creating a legacy that would inspire and move generations to come. Her life, marked by tragedy, became a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of poetry to heal and transform. The poetic genius of Al-Khansa. Al-Khansa's mastery of poetry was not only a testament to her innate talent, but also a reflection of her ability to articulate profound emotions through language. Her poetry, particularly her elegies, captured the essence of human experience with an authenticity and intensity that resonated across generations. Al-Khansa's poetry is characterized by its emotional depth, vivid imagery, and linguistic precision. Her work exemplifies the traditional Arabic form of Martyrs, or elegy, which focuses on mourning the deceased while highlighting their virtues and the sorrow of their absence. Her verses are imbued with raw emotion, allowing her to convey the pain of loss and the longing for those who have passed. One of the hallmarks of Al-Khansa's poetry is her ability to evoke powerful imagery and symbolism. She often used metaphors and similes drawn from the natural world to convey her emotions. For example, she compared her tears to torrents of rain and her sorrow to the vastness of the desert, creating a vivid and relatable picture of her grief. Her poetry frequently explored themes of love, loyalty, and the fragility of life. Al-Khansa's work reflected the cultural values of her time, where honor and bravery were revered and familial bonds were cherished. Her elegies not only mourned the loss of her brothers, but also celebrated their virtues, immortalizing them through her words. Influence and legacy. Al-Khansa's poetry resonated with audiences across the Arabian Peninsula, transcending tribal boundaries and cultural differences. Her ability to express universal human emotions made her work accessible and relatable, earning her acclaim from both her contemporaries and later generations. Her reputation as a poet was so esteemed that she became a prominent figure in the courts of pre-Islamic Arabia, where poets were often invited to recite their work. Her talent was recognized by notable figures of her time, including the Prophet Muhammad, who praised her poetic abilities. Al-Khansa's influence extended beyond her lifetime, as her poetry continued to be studied and celebrated in the centuries that followed. Her work became a cornerstone of Arabic literature, admired for its emotional resonance and artistic excellence. She was often cited as an inspiration by later poets, who sought to emulate her ability to capture the intricacies of the human experience through verse. A timeless voice. Al-Khansa's genius lay in her ability to transform personal grief into a universal expression of sorrow, touching the hearts of those who heard her words. Her poetry remains a testament to the power of language to convey the deepest emotions and to connect people across time and culture. In a world where the spoken word was the primary medium of cultural expression, Al-Khansa's poetry stood out for its depth and sincerity. Her legacy as a poetess of unparalleled skill and emotional insight endures, as her words continue to resonate with those who seek to understand the complexities of love, loss, and the human condition. Through her poetry, Al-Khansa not only honored her brothers and her tribe, but also left an indelible mark on the literary world, reminding us of the enduring power of art to heal, inspire, and transform. Conclusion. Al-Khansa, known as one of the greatest poets in the history of Arabic literature, left an indelible mark through her ability to transform personal tragedy into universal art. Her poetry not only immortalized her beloved brothers, but also illuminated the power of language to convey the deepest human emotions. Through her poignant elegies, Al-Khansa gave voice to her grief and allowed her audience to feel the depth of her sorrow, transcending time and cultural boundaries. Her work reflected the values of pre-Islamic Arabia, while also offering timeless insights into the nature of love, loss, and resilience. Her use of vivid imagery, emotional intensity, and linguistic precision set a standard for poetic excellence and influenced generations of poets who followed. Al-Khansa's life and work serve as a testament to the enduring strength and resilience of the human spirit. In a world marked by constant change and uncertainty, she used her words to navigate the complexities of her reality, offering solace and understanding to those who, like her, had experienced the pain of loss. Her legacy as a poet of unparalleled skill and emotional insight continues to inspire and resonate with readers today. Al-Khansa's story reminds us of the transformative power of art and its ability to connect us to our shared humanity, allowing us to find meaning and solace even in the face of life's greatest challenges. In honoring her brothers and the ideals they represented, Al-Khansa ensured that their memory would live on through her verses. Her poetry remains a testament to the power of words to capture the essence of the human experience and to transcend the limitations of time and space. As we reflect on the life and work of Al-Khansa, we are reminded of the profound impact that one voice can have in shaping the literary and cultural landscape. Her legacy endures as a beacon of hope and inspiration, inviting us to explore the depths of our emotions and to find beauty in the midst of sorrow. Thanks for tuning in to today's video. If you enjoyed this video and found it interesting, please give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more content celebrating the Islamic heritage. Your support really helps spread these important stories and teachings. We hope that Allah brings peace, happiness, and success to you and your family.